Good morning. Welcome. Like good morning, because it's morning for me, but you're probably like, girl, it is 5 in the afternoon or 10 at night. But I just wanted to start the vlog here. I am on my way to a BMW Experience Center. It should be pretty cool. We're gonna like ride around the track and learn some things. It's a part of the Women's Summit program that I'm in, or Women Empowerment program that I'm in. If you guys saw the last video, then you know that I went to the summit about 2 weeks ago now, maybe. But yeah, it is 5:45 in the morning right now, so I am very sleepy, and it really hurts to be talking to you guys right now, but I really wanted to start the vlog, so that's what we're doing. I'm running a little bit behind, so I want to quickly do my makeup, and I'm gonna try to tell you guys what I'm using. Sorry, I can't talk while I'm putting on face creams and everything. The lighting is also quite terrible in here, but just work with me, please. So first, I put on my Kaye'Myjia Perfect. I got this in Paris because everyone says to get it in Paris, so I did. And then after that, this is my SPF, this is my foundation, this is my moisture, this is my everything. LTMD. If you ever happen to see this video, please bless me, please. But this is the UV clear deep tinted face sunscreen in this SPF 46. It's supposed to calm and protect skin and anyone who is prone to acne. So I love that. I've been using it for about 5 years now. My ride or die. Well, not actually this kind. This just came out I think a year or two ago. But I used to use just the normal UV clear. But now, of course, when it came out the deep tinted, I switched over. So now I'm just going to do my eyebrows. This is the Airbrow by Kosas. Actually, the other one is kind of dried up. I'm also not a makeup artist or a pro by any means. I just do what works for me. So even my eyebrows, I don't even know what I'm doing. I just brush them up and try to make them look a little bit feathered, but that's as far as I go. This is the Glacier, I don't even know what it's called. The Balm Concealer in Medium Deep 3. And I've actually been breaking out. You probably can't tell because it's not picking up that bit on camera, but like right here, right, I already covered it in makeup, but right there. So this Kosas concealer has actually been saving me a lot because my confidence has been a little bit, you know, lower than usual because of these breakouts. And I don't even know why, besides like hormonal reasons, like my menstrual cycle and things like that. I don't know why else. If it's caffeine, sugar. I really want to try a no sugar diet, but for like probably like 30 days, nothing crazy, but we'll see. I would love for my normal diet to be a low sugar diet, but not that I feel like I eat a lot of sugar. It's just that I do eat sugar though. Like ice cream, that's my killer. I have to have a cup of ice cream every night. I don't feel right without it. Next, we're gonna go in with two things actually. First is the Maxine's Revenge French Face is broken, so bear with me why. I open it, but it's the Eyes and Face Concealer. And I actually love this. I discovered it on TikTok and I decided to purchase it, and I've been loving it ever since. It brings such a beautiful glow to my face. It is actually beautiful. And then after I go in with that, I usually take this is actually lipstick. I'm pretty sure, but everything in my opinion is multi-purpose. So this is the Glossier Lip Stain in Lane. And I like to put it on my cheeks. I think it's so pretty. And clearly I'm looking over here because there's a mirror, so. And I just like to glue that out. By the way, the brush I'm using is Say. It's the dual brush. I love this brush. I quite literally use this brush for every single thing. One brush, that's all. I also realized that using my computer camera is kind of like low quality, but I would switch over to my phone, but it's like charging right now and I need to go, so I'll refilm this on a better camera. I actually don't have like a real camera, so I'm just making do with what I have, to be honest. Next, I'm going in with one of my favorite blushes ever. Is the Gucci blush, and I think it says 5. It is all wiped off. I've been having this for 4 years now, I think. So, but I still love it. It's like more of a new blush. I don't know if that's picking up well, but yeah. Then I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencil in Milk Chocolate. I'm gonna take the same thing that I put on my cheeks, the Glossier Lip Stain in Lane. I'm actually gonna pack these two, I believe, with me to reapply because we're taking a bus there, so yeah. That is all for the makeup. This is how it came out. Again, I know the camera is not picking it up that well, so I'll show you again on my front camera, but now I need to start heading out because I'm running a lot late, so I will see you guys when I get there. So unfortunately right now we're stuck on side of the road because one of the buses stopped on us. I just wanted to check in. The last time I filmed was Friday. Saturday I didn't film much because after the trip I was really sleepy and tired, so I wanted to just rest and get a recalibration of my energy. Today is Sunday. I usually go to the farmer's market, but it was raining today, so I decided against it. And I decided that I would share with you guys what I've been loving these past 2 months. I usually do a Word document, and it's everything I love within a quarter. So January, February, March, everything I love, and then so on within the quarters of the year. So the first thing on my list that I've been loving is The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society by Mary Ann Shafter and Annie Barrows. It is such a magnificent book. Actually, I have it here because I wanted to read from one of the letters. And it says, let me find it. There's actually two things that I marked in the book that I want to share with you guys. The first one is Isola's letter to Juliet. And she says, reading good books ruined for you enjoying bad books. And I felt that on a personal level because I just began getting really into reading again about a year ago. And at first I was reading book talk recommendations, and no shade to anyone who likes the book talk recommendations, but the ones that they were recommending to me were just not feeding my soul. I felt like they were cool little stories, but nothing that I learned from or nothing that I would take with me into my own personal life. So I just was not connecting with them. But this book was something that I connected with. I think because it was a historical fiction. So I really love history. I love politics. And I think it just really catered to that part of me, as well as the fiction part of it was so good. I really enjoyed the entire story. Juliet was such an amazing character. I remember just writing in the book over and over again. Like, I love how witty she is. I love her snappy remarks. Like, I just really enjoyed the character that she played. And another part that I wanted to share with you guys was, I believe this is Juliet's letter to Sydney, and she says, the truth is I'm living more in Guernsey than I am in London at the moment. And I wanted to read that because that captured exactly how I felt reading this book. I truly felt like I was in Guernsey. I felt like I was there. I was able to easily visualize the text, and I'm not always able to do that. So when I am, I really get deeper into the book, and it makes it that much more interesting for me to finish reading. So I'm really excited. Well, I was really excited to read it. Hopefully, I probably will read it again. As you can see, I marked a lot of things in here, so I'll probably go back and reread and maybe mark some new things, take some things off, who knows. But I really, really enjoyed this book, and it was my second book that I read in 2026. So I would like to say that I'm starting off in a really good place. Another thing that I've been enjoying lately is tennis. I have dabbled and dabbled in watching tennis in the past, but I haven't been like an avid tennis watcher. I also cannot play tennis. My physique is just too small. It's too hard for me, I feel like. But lately I have been loving watching tennis. It started with Australian Open this year, and now I'm watching, I believe, the Indian Wells tournament. So I've just been enjoying watching tennis. So that's very new in my life. Some podcasts I've been watching is The Daily, Let Love, and Radio Lab. I have been loving all three of those. I've been watching The Daily for a while. I'm actually a New York Times subscriber, so I've always loved it. I think it's a really easy, digestible way to retain information about what's going on in the world, you know, trending news, politics, all of that. Let Love is a Christian podcast, and it is narrated by the sisters of, actually, I don't want to get their covenant wrong or whatever you call it, but is by these Catholic sisters, and they just give really lighthearted but also very deep testimonials and encouragement of to live in God's light and by His word. And then Radio Lab is something that I've just started watching. It is like these medical phenomenons that these normal people encounter, and it's really cool. One that I recently enjoyed was about temperature, and I believe it's like 4 different ways that we experience temperature, or like a myth about temperature, a lie about temperature. It was just really fun and fascinating, and I like to say that I just like to know things just to know it. I have no use for a lot of this information, but I just enjoy knowing things, so that really helps with keeping my brain busy and curious. And then some other random things that I've been liking is burst floss. So okay, let's get into my flossing. So I am an avid flosser. I have to floss every night. I can't go a night without flossing. I just can't. And I have been trying to find the perfect floss. I tried Colgate. I did not like it. I tried Oral-B expanding floss. I do like it. It's like my number 2. I tried Cocoa Floss. I don't like it. I tried I think it was another Oral-B floss, but like a different kind. I did not like it. But this one day, I was actually going to find the Oral-B expanding floss, and they did not have it. And the only thing they had was cocoa floss or burst floss. And I was like, you know what? Let me just try the burst floss. I love it. It has been the best floss for me personally thus far. So I don't have any anymore. I ran out, and then when I went to the store, they were all gone. So I need to like get a big supply of it. But I have just been loving the burst floss. That is all of my ranting for the day. I am going to end this vlog here, and I hope I see you guys next time, and I hope you really enjoyed this vlog. See ya.